was having a reflection of life, right? A reflection of life from the perspective of taking myself back to when I was a teenager and giving a review of what I have experienced thus far in my life and doing a summary of humanity. Or I should say, I won't say humanity because there's a lot of uh, other beings I have not met, right? From like other countries and stuff. But as I was sitting there thinking, I said, you know, the summary I came up with based on the people I've encountered and a review, I'm included in this, okay? Of course, I'm included in this. And I came up with some things like we are some messed up, like we do some real crazy stuff to each other. We have lost the village, absolutely lost the village. I don't care what people say. Yeah, we even the village is what you make it, you know. I mean, like your community is supposed to be your village. And I'm gonna tell you one of the things I thought about, I had a reflection of, is when I lived in Virginia. So this was like my middle school years, um and maybe one of my high school years, I can't remember. Anyways, and I lived in what they would call the hood in Leesburg, Virginia, right? Loudon House. And I thought about the fact that we all knew each other. Like everybody knew each other's mother, grandmother, aunt, who lived in whose building, um, who was married to who, dating who, whose child that was. Like, um, even if you had your little clique in the community, still everybody knew each other. It was like it was just like a family unit. Like y'all would know if you was there, or if you lived in like an environment where your apartment community is considered like the hood, ghetto, whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something. I appreciate the fact that I had that experience because I was able to see, if get a feeling, a sense of community. Now we, of course, it was some other things that was going on over there, but but it was still like a thing where like it that created a lot of memories for me in my youth, and I just remember how as a teenager how authentic I was, and I had to replay and say like, dang, was I an angry kid or whatever? I was like, no, I wasn't angry, but I was serious about what I was serious about. Um, but then just looking forward, as I became an adult, I was like, well, how is it that we are voting for people to tell us how to live our lives and you don't even know these people? I don't care what they're saying in the campaigns and saying and whatever. If you, and it's been shown time and time again how fraudulent they are, and the scheming and scamming they doing. And it's like, you don't know a person until you have a true encounter with them. And if you're not in tune with yourself, you're not going to be in tune with others as far as knowing when to use your discernment. See, you have to have energy to energy, frequency to frequency contact to know a person. You all you need to know is energy. You don't need to know everything else, the background, who they mom and daddy, whatever, um, where they work, and none of that. You need to know what their energy is like. And if you need to take a little time, but usually if you in tune, like I said, if you're in tune and you encounter someone whose energy isn't as on a higher level, you'll know it. You'll know it instantly, really. And if you can't determine it, and this isn't a judgment, this is observation of energies. That's all. It's simple. But I know one thing: I'm not voting for somebody I don't know. If I one on one or whatever, if I ain't never had no one on one with you to experience your energy, I can't call that and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go with what they said. Child, please, I'm over that. Okay, because like I say, going through life and experiencing what I've experienced thus far, honey, we ain't do this right. And I'm Gen X. I'm telling you, we ain't do this shit right. Grew up and became, just stop and take a look, do a review of your life, okay? And how satisfied are you with it? Okay? And I'm talking about the now. We're not thinking about the past. Today, how are you feeling? And if it ain't right, if something ain't right, it's time to start making changes. You gotta start doing something different. Something gotta change. Living your life. Okay. I'd like to get paid while I'm living. Yeah. And living is just being. Okay. So that's what this is. That message had to be delivered. Sorry if it came off a little aggressive, but sometimes y'all be needing that hard talk. Y'all be needing it. All right. Anyways, love y'all. Hey, tap.